Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rifka Hafizah Hajar. Today I would like to talk about transitive and intransitive verbs. Okay, what is transitive verbs? A transitive verb is a verb that needs an object to complete its meaning. So, if there are a sentence and the verb is after verb is an object, it means the verb is transitive verbs. Okay, let's see. The formula is subject plus verb plus object. For example, she eats rice. I read a book. Why it's called transitive verbs? Because if we just say she eats, we don't know what is she eat. If I just said I read, we will not know what I read. It can be a magazine, it can be a newspaper, it can be a book. So it needs a specific object. So I read a book. It is transitive verbs. What is intransitive verbs? Okay, an intransitive verb is a verb that doesn't need an object to complete its meaning. It's just a subject and the verb. Let's see the formula. It's subject plus verb and plus extra information like time or place. It's just like a complement. For example, he sleeps. Sleeps doesn't need object. Just sleep. He sleep. I sit on a chair. I sit. Sit doesn't need an object. But some people will wonder why a chair is not an object, because there is a preposition of place that is on. That's why chair is not an object, and sit is not transitive verb but intransitive verbs. Okay, some verbs can be both. Some verbs can be transitive but also can be intransitive too. For example, she runs a business. Something we think runs is intransitive. She runs every day because runs doesn't need an object. We just run. But sometimes run can be transitive. Depends on the sentence. Depends on the content of the sentence. Like she runs a business. Okay, for conclusions, transitive verbs needs an object, and intransitive verbs don't need an object. But some verbs can be both transitive verbs and intransitive verbs. Okay, for the tips for tips for you, so you will easily to recognize which is transitive verbs and intransitive verbs is: ask yourself what or who after the verb. After the answer is clear, so it is transitive. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.